We could actually do like a box inbox, a little video inbox, and say this is, and then play that other video. Show the flood.
Telling me?
Huh?
Are you telling me that?
Yeah, I'm telling you to do that. Whatever. All right, so almost 2 months ago, our hot water heater in our kitchen leaked, exploded. I don't know what happened. It leaked. The bottom line is that actually it flooded the entire office, literally almost 2,000 square feet all the way towards the front door. We could actually do like a box inbox, a little video inbox, and say this is, and then play that other video. Show the flood.
Telling me?
Huh?
Are you telling me that?
Yeah, I'm telling you to do that. It basically flooded a pretty solid amount. There were only 3 rooms that weren't affected in the entire building. And so that happened a few months ago. And since then, it's been consistent with things just breaking down. They've had to rip all the baseboards off. We spent almost 3 weeks with literally loud fans blowing. Then they had to break into the walls and they found, mold in the walls, had to repair all that stuff. Like, it's just been crazy. And now we were supposed to have the carpets replaced, and now they are not finished. The installation is terrible, and I keep looking here because there's like this terrible seam running through the middle of the room. There's another one right over here. It's just terrible installation. They didn't even come close to finishing. From what I heard, it was like a one-man show trying to install it, which just is ridiculous. It should have been a team of at least 5. And so it just, really poor job of executing an installation. So now we have to fight to get this finished and get some concessions. This is actually a big deal, right? So we have to send the whole staff home. People commuted to work, so they have to turn around and go back. That's a problem. We're not able to get things done. The video editing team needs their desktops to be able to sit down and actually get their work done. And we can't actually provide them that, so we're going to lose out on a lot of work today. Let's see, we obviously haven't, for almost 2 months, haven't been able to hold client meetings here because the office has sort of been in a disarray. And it's a hit to the morale. It's a total pain in the ass. We've had issues with this building really since we got into it. It's nice when it's all fixed up, it looks real pretty, but at the same time, this has been a train wreck. Every repair has been a problem, and this looks worse than it did right after it flooded. So now I'm dealing with the property managers, the landlord, to deal with rent concessions, negotiate repairs. There's actually a lot other damage that was done because the installers were terrible. If I knew the business name, I would tell you, so you never use them, but I don't know who they are. So the entire office, other than these knuckleheads, are gonna go home and work from home because there's nothing we can do here. We don't have any internet. Well, I reconnected really quick, but it's gotta get disconnected again so they can work. But there is nothing's hooked up, so we have no electrical for our workstations. This is a train wreck. Here's some advice to anybody getting into business. First of all, if you don't have to take out an office lease, don't. That would be my first thing. If you can have everybody work remote, that would be awesome. Unfortunately, we need people here. This is just how our business operates. But getting into a lease, do yourself a favor and really go in. Make sure that your contracts, even if you think they're great and that you're getting a strong deal, realize that brokers are always out for brokers. They're never out for the small business. I'm super disappointed in the relationship that I had with the broker. It was actually, a friend, that I've known that family for a long time. And at the same token, they managed the building as well. And so they were always looking out for themselves. So even the contract of now we have a loss of business because of repairs, we're in a situation where now we have to actually go through our insurance company to actually get replacement costs for some of those things, and that's just a headache, right? And so now I'm in negotiations to try and fight against that, so I don't have to go through insurance. They just need to take care of us because they screwed up. But you realize that businesses are out for themselves for the most part, right? So when you find a company that's, that's really out for the client, like that's who you want to attach yourself to, just in business in general. And that's why 0 hour, like that's one of our philosophies. If we ever see an opportunity to go above and beyond for a client, like that's something that we do just because it's who we are, it's part of our integrity. But realize that for the most part, especially in real estate negotiations, people are out for themselves. So if you have to take out an office lease, you need to make sure that you really account for everything. The potential that this, a flood could happen, damage, repairs, things like that could end up costing you a lot of money. You need to make sure that you have a concession in there where you can get taken care of.